What's up, buddies? Welcome to another video on, I guess the Nick 20AT channel. Obviously, awkwardly live recording this on stream as well. But it's been a long time coming. We basically reached a peak already near the tail end of October of how I'm doing content on stream and on YouTube, to the point where I'm really hating making content for YouTube and not really enjoying my streams because I'm doing too much. Now, as I assume the title will indicate in some way, shape, or form, today's upload and this video is going to be the long form discussion and decision-making process of which Road to Glory series or which YouTube/stream series dies. Does the Poor Man Road to Glory die this year, or does the Rich Man Road to Glory die this year? So I'm not entirely sure on where or how the decision is going to come about. I haven't even figured it out for myself, which is why I wanted to do this recording, to get your guys' thoughts, both your guys' thoughts on stream, which we'll talk about after I'm done the recording, your guys' thoughts on YouTube, and I'm also going to post a poll to Twitter where you guys can get your votes and reply even via the tweet in long form detail if you want, about what series you think should stay, what series you think should go. So just to give you a bit of a background on kind of why I'm a little bit over it is a multitude of reasons. First of all, playing almost or up to 60 games of FUT Champs a weekend is too much. I think it's too much for anybody, but specifically for me, I'm an old man. I have very bad anger issues when it comes to gameplay and competing in FIFA. That's just who I am and what I am, and I can't change it. And overall, it's just absolutely destroying my brain trying to play through 60 games of Weekend League to keep both series alive and well. So that's the first issue. The second issue, and I think the biggest issue, is, as we've seen, very similar to the concept last year of the Poor Man Road to Glory First Owner Edition. We all thought that was going to be a great series, and a lot of you guys would probably argue that it was a good series. The problem that we found as the year progressed, which is why Net moved away from a First Owner Road to Glory, is that it just got so stale because I couldn't improve the team, I couldn't change around, I couldn't buy and sell what I wanted to when I wanted to. I was fully dependent around EA and how they released items and how my pack luck was in the game. So it's a little bit different this year, but along the same lines of the series that I thought would be really good, has its flaws. The Poor Man Road to Glory is something I've been doing since 2015. I've been doing since FIFA 14 or FIFA 15. I've been running a Poor Man Road to Glory. I made the title of the series. That's my name, Poor Man. Lots of other content creators use the title of their Road to Glories as Poor Man, which I don't understand. Most content creators don't steal people's titles. For some reason, a lot of people use Poor Man and Rich Man to like mark their series names, even though I came up with that name, which is what it is. Other content creators have stolen Past and Present. That's a series that I came up with, a name for a series that I came up with. That was as well a name that was taken, but it is what it is. I'm not going to sit there and throw a stink up about it. Nevertheless, the more important topic here is that the Poor Man Road to Glory is a series I've been doing since 2015. Now, more recently, we've tried to make some changes around the series to make it a little bit more exciting, to make it a little bit better, to make it a little bit more challenging. But this year's latest series, the 2 hour a day Road to Glory, has its major flaws. One of the major flaws is, of course, the time limitation. Within the time limitation, we can't compensate for me just sitting there waiting to try and find a game, me sitting there and getting stream sniped or series sniped by people that will either just try and crush my Poor Man Road to Glory team with their god squads, or even if they're losing, we'll sit there and pause. You guys have seen it time and time again. More so on Twitch, because on YouTube, I have my editing team. I have Armalika. He cuts out like some of the dead zones just so that the videos aren't 2 hours and 40 minutes. They're more along the lines of 2 hours and 30 minutes and below. Otherwise, YouTube doesn't process the video anyways. But there's a lot of flaws there, right? Like, and that being one of them where people will just time waste. But in general, the 2 hour limitation, although for relatability. For a lot of you guys, loving the whole idea of the series was to make a Road to Glory that was relatable to the common man, relatable to the college student, relatable to the dad, relatable to the high school student, relatable to anybody that watches my series that might not be able to put 8 to 12 hours a day into their Road to Glory account, or onto their account where they refuse to spend money on FIFA points. So the idea was good. The problem is the execution and the experience on the series for me personally has been very, very poor. Not to mention, right? Is it even a 2-hour-a-day Road to Glory? Because Mondays I take off, right? So Mondays the series stalls completely for 2 hours because I just need some time away from bloody video games. I need to like go be a human being and just stay away from video games for a little bit. So there's a lot of flaws there. That's number one. Number two, just spending my time over 2 accounts is just not great. The experience overall isn't fun. This account, and we can talk about the Rich Man. So Poor Man, I've given you guys some negatives about the Poor Man series. Let me give you guys some negatives about the Rich Man series. So I don't, because with the vote, there's going to be a Twitter vote. You guys aren't going to, now this might just stop you guys from even clicking my Twitter and voting on what series survives and what dies, right? Because that's what the poll is going to be. Which series would you like to see survive? Which series would you like to see die? So maybe it'll be, what series would you want to survive on my YouTube channel? And then it'll be Poor Man Road to Glory or Rich Man Road to Glory. And then you guys will be able to make those votes. So I'm going to try to not swing you guys either way. I just want to give you guys my thoughts on either one, right? A balanced argument either way. So some of the negatives for the Rich Man is, as you would assume and imagine, nothing matters on this account. And the reason why nothing matters is it's a Rich Man account. So all of these season's objectives that EA are coming out with, all of the icon swap objectives that EA are coming out with, all of the Scream Eden Zeko objectives, the Ndombele objectives, which of course we didn't even do on this account. Nothing matters for a multitude of reasons. First of all, Eden Zeko is never going to make any team on this account. I have everything and anything I want. If I want a big, bulky, lumpy striker, guess what? I'll go get a Didier Drogba, right? Who wasn't great anyways, in my opinion. Or I'll go get a Zlatan Ibrahimovic, who honestly, I love Ibra, he's my favorite player of all time, but his current card in the current meta isn't great. He's too clunky. So to make a long point short, there's nothing really worthwhile doing on this account. Like, oh my god, guys, we unlocked a bear. Amazing. So fantastic. Obviously, always got to go for the moose. Ignore the fact that it tries to tell you that it's a deer. It's not. It's a moose. All right? Anyway, store that in the club. Doesn't matter. So, those are some of the issues that I see with this account, is that grinding overall on this account doesn't matter. Pack luck on this account doesn't matter. We've balled out on this series. Right now, we're 17-3 in our 3rd weekend league, and we very easily will get elite again on this account. And any content creator out there, and this is a big, bold statement that might piss people off, and I apologize. I don't mean this as offense to other content creators. I'm just saying from my own world. But I feel anybody out there that tries to tell you that this game isn't heavily pay to win is lying to you or just lying to themselves. I can sit back and tell you right now that this game is outrageously pay to win, okay? This team walks people. Even some of the best FIFA players I've come up against, they get walked by this team. Guys that probably should beat me get beat by this team, mainly because of Ruud Gullit and Maldini and Van Dijk. But Leo Messi is a god. And Neymar is a god. So I think I've already proved that, at least with my skill set, with almost unlimited funds, I'm not going to go 30-0. I'm not going to go top 100, but we finished week 1, 23-6. Week 2, last week, we finished 23-5. This week, we're on the same trajectory again, 17-3. So ideally, some sort of 23 finish. I wouldn't really play onwards from that unless I went 23-3 this week. Then I would try to just keep going until we bottled Elite 1. But I feel like within my own skill set, I've already achieved what I can consistently achieve on this account. I think with my brain and the way I like to play the game, because I refuse to cater to the meta of staying for 90 minutes on drop back counter, etc., etc., with the way I choose to play the game, high possession, high attacking, try to score a lot of goals, the fact that I'm an old man, the fact that my reaction times aren't good, the fact that I'm not the best FIFA player in the world, the fact that I can't keep a hold of my emotions, all of that stuff, I think it's very fair to say that at best, I'm an elite player on an account like this, you know, which is still good. And I think a lot of people would say, you know, I've seen a lot of you guys tweet this to me saying like, dude, I could have this account, I wouldn't get anywhere near even gold 1. So, and then you see the flip side of it, right? Where people will tweet me saying, lol, you have that account, I'd get top 100 easy with that. Yeah, sure you would, buddy. But nevertheless, running with a big dog team like this does, how would I put it? Iron out the creaks and the cracks that you face on a daily basis with a non-God squad. Now, will this team carry you to wins? No, you still have to have half a brain. You still need to play a good brand of football. And there is something to be said about a really good FIFA player with a meta gold team will still beat me. That's fine too. So I'm not saying that like anybody that uses a God squad is just the only reason they do well is because of it, but it is a big reason. It genuinely is a big reason. The true mark of a proper good FIFA player is the guys out there, and I know there's a lot of you guys out there. There's some pros out there. Hashtag Harry, man, is going like top 100 with like a 300k team. That is an incredible FIFA player right there. Hashtag Harry is so underrated in my opinion anyways. I don't mean to be name dropping here, but the guy got top 100 with a bronze team years ago. I think in FIFA 17, and that was across 40 games, I think. So the true mark to me of proper footballing talent is being able to hit those targets that you're maybe hitting with this team with not necessarily a God squad. Again, it's not to take away what you achieve with a God squad. Fair play, you get an elite. It's not like it's being handed to you. But I know now, running 2 accounts and year in, year out, there's no surprise that last year, even on the first owner road to glory, the second we started having a meta team is when we hit elite, right? The first 3, 4, 5 months, we were finishing gold 1, and then I hated the game so much that we only played to gold 3, go 14-1 or 14-3, and then stop. But there's no real surprise even last year on the road to glory. The second we got a big dog team, we started balling. Yeah, skills is another one. You know, skills is another one. Skills can go top 100 on a cheap team and go top 100 on a God squad. Like, that is insane. That is so good. Run the Fut Market, as far as I know as well, can do that too. Like, Run the Fut Market should have went 29-1 this week, but got stream sniped by a bunch of pros that wanted to ruin his run, and now are probably all being banned from competitive FIFA forever, which is amazing karma. So, you know, so be it. So there's a lot of people out there that can do incredible with good or bad teams. And to get back to my long form point, I guess the reason why, and yet another negative for this series, is exactly what I've been getting at for the last 5 or 10 minutes, is that I just feel like we've done it all on this account already. And we're at like the 20th of October, 21st of October by the time you probably watch this, I would assume. So those are the negatives. Now, the positives for each series is the Poor Man Road to Glory is a long-standing series for me. As mentioned, I've been running the Poor Man Road to Glory by that name since FIFA 15, right? And I'm in love with it. Now, I didn't create the bronze pack method. That's another term that I made up. And now I would say basically the entire community that grinds this game refers to opening bronze packs and selling for profit as the bronze pack method. You know, we can give ourselves a little bit of credit on this channel, right? I think when we come up with terms and they become like, you know, marquee terms across the community, I think we are allowed to give ourselves a little bit of credit there. Nevertheless, the positives of the Poor Man Road to Glory is it is a series that we've been running for a long time. Now, again, am I someone that came anywhere near close starting a Road to Glory? No! Sam 5000 and all of these guys. JJ, to be fair, you know, KSI came up with the Road to Glories and whatnot. So no, I'm not by any means pretending to have started a no money FIFA point Road to Glory. Never, ever, ever would I be that audacious to think of that. But again, the point of what I'm trying to say is I've been running this no money FIFA point or Poor Man Road to Glory series for so long, and there's a lot of benefits that come to it. Obviously, it feels good grinding and going as hard as you can without dropping a dime on FIFA points and just seeing at the end of the year, like, look, this is what I have from grinding the game. Now, myself, Nep, anybody else that runs a Road to Glory, it's still not relatable to you guys. The only thing that's relatable is not spending money on FIFA points, right? I'm still living in an extreme on the Road to Glory. So, you know, putting anywhere from 8 to 12 hours a day, no common person's going to be doing that. But nevertheless, it's still a big achievement doing anything on a road to glory without FIFA points versus spending limitless FIFA points on an account. That's just facts. There's not lies. That's not shots at anybody. I mean, technically, I'd be taking shots at myself right now. So the road to glory has a lot of sentiment to me, but as well, to build on what I said earlier in a negative for the rich man, one of the positives for the road to glory is this type of stuff is not only very fun to do, fun to achieve, but also very rewarding. There will be a lot of situations where an Eden Zeko on the Poor Man Road to Glory will be very useful. Couple of weeks down the road, there might be another Serie A first owner objective within seasons that I can use Eden Zeko for. There could be later on objectives, maybe to, you know, to score and win games with a Bosnian team, right? So there's a lot of benefits to going that route and trying to unlock a card like this on the Road to Glory, whereas again, on a Rich Man account, none of this really matters, right? So grinding the game ends up being a very rewarding experience on a Poor Man Road to Glory, whereas not so much on, of course, a Rich Man Road to Glory like this one. Now, that's benefits for the Poor Man Road to Glory, right? Grinding, achievements, doing things and achieving things is definitely a benefit and a positive for the Poor Man Road to Glory. So I think it would only be fair to talk about the benefits of the Rich Man Road to Glory. So content-wise, the Rich Man Road to Glory affords me a multitude of infinite content going forward, past and present squad builders, player reviews, which I've been doing a little bit here, a Drogba review, a Maldini review, an Ibra review, a Roberto Carlos review. We've been doing them. I haven't been doing them well. The reviews have been stuffed into the Rich Man Road to Glory episodes and they haven't been succinct. So the reviews haven't been great, but we've been doing them, right? Past and present squad builders haven't come back yet. Themed squad builders haven't come back yet, but the content and the freshness of the content is very big and very good for a Rich Man series. Much harder to do and near impossible to do if you want a successful Poor Man Road to Glory. Very hard to just go do all the SBCs that EA release for players, do a past and present squad builder, or a Bosnian past and present squad builder with that Zeko, you know, or a Carlos Vela Mexican past and present squad builder around that Carlos. You can't do that on a Poor Man Road to Glory if you want to stay liquid and maximize the amount of coins you're building on that account over the year. It's just inefficient. Whereas on this account, I can do that type of stuff. It doesn't matter. Oh, well, I just wasted 100K on a Carlos Vela for a squad builder, and the squad that I bought has lost 40 or 50,000 coins. Who cares? It doesn't even make a dent on an account like this. Whereas on a Poor Man account, that is a very big detriment, right? You extrapolate that over weeks and months, and your Poor Man Road to Glory could be sitting on 500,000 to 600,000 coins of untradeable players that you got that you're not even using because you wanted to do it for a little bit of content. Again, I'm talking about myself. This is not something that relates to any of you guys. This is just like a content creator benefit and negative for Poor Man versus Rich Man. So Rich Man wins in that regard, right? The other thing is almost the negative that I gave you guys of me just doing everything and achieving everything already in Weekend League on this account is a big part of the positive. If I am completely honest with you guys, and I hope it doesn't skew the voting for what series survives, Poor Man or Rich Man, the only account that I look forward to play and compete on is this account. Again, maybe some of you guys would be like, oh, well, that's obvious. You have a God squad. You can do whatever you want. Yes, that is the base reason. Whenever I get sniped on stream by someone that's got a good team, at least I can compete with this. When I get sniped on the Poor Man account and someone has like the Messis and Neymars and stuff, which is something that happened during yesterday's recording, we still beat the guy, but barely. Whereas if I had this team against that guy that sniped me, I would have pummeled him. So that is a benefit to this series, is that it's more fun, it's more lackadaisical, and on top of that, I can use some of my favorite players, right? On the Poor Man account, how far away would I be from getting Ibra? Maybe never? Might never be a smart move to get this Ibra, genuinely, on the Poor Man Road to Glory, right? Whereas on this account, I've been able to use him for the entire Weekend League. We've gone 17-3 using him. You know, a few games without him. And to be honest, for the current meta of the game, he's not great. He really isn't great. It's tough for me to admit, but I don't find, like, Eusebio is so much better at striker. He just is. Now, obviously, Eusebio is about 9 times more expensive than Ibra. But you get what I'm, hopefully you're picking up what I'm putting down. Nevertheless, the big positive of this series is I really enjoy balling out with this team. I love Leo Messi. He's my favorite player this year on this game, and it's such a refreshing feeling to have Leo Messi finally be as dominant in the video game as he would be in real world football. It's really, really nice. Secondary, and something that we will never most likely get towards on the Poor Man account, is this guy. This is, and no one's going to be shocked by this, the best player in the game. I don't care who or what you are until his prime card and until his prime moments card comes out. He is outrageous, and a big reason why myself or anybody that has this guy in their team wins a lot of games. I don't care what anybody tries to tell you that has a Ruud Gullit in their team that thinks they're super sick of the game. Fair play if you are. This guy is the best player in the game. I don't care. I don't care. He is incredible. And you're at and he's just a pleasure to use because he's so good. He just runs around the field murdering 80 players at a time, and then either plays a beautiful ball that then gets passed over for a tap-in, or scores a thunder cunt of a shot, or he's just incredible. He's so good. So one of the big positives for this series is obviously I can hone what I want from my club, and I can hone what I see as the dream team. Marcelo, we tested out a bunch of left backs. As of right now, best player in the game for how I play the game at left back is Marcelo, because he's dynamic and I can use him in a 3-5-2 at left mid. Best player in the game for me in terms of one of the attackers is Neymar. He's better than Johan Cruyff in my opinion. Same thing, right? We figured out very early that Leo Messi as a central cam is a god. My initial plans this year on this account was to get Zinedine Zidane as my central cam, or Kaká as my central cam, and then have Messi be my wide right player. But as we started playing, we quickly realized how god tier Lionel Messi is as a central cam. So now he's stuck in my team forever as a central cam, and I don't care because he's amazing. Moving onwards with Ronaldinho, my second favorite player of all time. So no matter how good or bad he is in game, he's going to be in this team all year. And that is the best part about this account. We can just do what we want. We tested out Pep. He was all right. Whatever. Conte's back in the team because he's better. We tested out Rio Ferdinand. Rio Ferdinand's gone, but honestly, I could put Rio Ferdinand back in this team, and Maldini, I don't know if I would even notice a difference. Rio Ferdinand, Maldini, Adair Militao, and Laurent Blanc are all about the same god tier level, which is crazy for me to say, but just accurate. Accurate as all heck. So lots of benefits to this series in terms of just enjoyment of gameplay. That's what I was, took a long time to get to this point, but that's kind of what I'm getting at here, is both the series have a lot of positives and both the series have some negatives. And again, another very important point right there is exactly that, is that if you take the overall thoughts on the Poor Man Road to Glory 2 hours a day this year and the Rich Man Road to Glory this year, I actually love both of them. I do. I love the 2 hour day Poor Man Road to Glory for a multitude of reasons. It's relatable to you guys. There's such a good feeling about winning with that team and achieving, and you guys saw yesterday or today or whatever, how much money we made just doing a little bit of investments in one-to-watches and the bronze pack method thanks to those new SBCs. So there's so much enjoyment out of that. And then same thing with this account. There's so much enjoyment out of this account because I want to play games on this account. This team is so good and it's so dominant that all I want to do, even in the worst possible gameplay right now, all I want to do is go play games in Rivals and go play Champs games because this team is so good. So, unfortunately, that is where we are. I don't know what to do. But for my brain and my mental state, I cannot continue running these two series at the same time. So, do we kill the Poor Man Road to Glory? It dies, it goes away, and we run a dedicated Rich Man Road to Glory where we can ball out, build and use whatever players we want. Team of the year will be crazy. We'll be able to get Messi's and all of these amazing players. We'll be able to do past and present squad builders, all of that stuff. And everything is just focused on this account. However, the grinding on this account doesn't mean anything. So outside of building new squads, opening packs, and playing games, there's not going to be much else there. Sure, we can open some bronze packs and stuff on this account just for the sake of it. Sure, we can, do some of these objectives, but for the sake of it more than anything. And then obviously the Poor Man Road to Glory dies, or does the Poor Man Road to Glory survive and this series dies off completely? And we go to, and this is a big point that I waited until now to make, we go to a full-time Poor Man Road to Glory, where I understand you start losing the relatability of the Poor Man Road to Glory because I'm on the account every 8 hours a day. but I would still keep the relatableness. So I would still give you guys all the advice on how you can run any version of Poor Man Road to Glory that you're running, whether it's a little bit of FIFA points and a little bit of time, a lot of time, no FIFA points, no FIFA points and a little bit of time. However you choose to run your Poor Man Road to Glory, that series will always be, you know, giving advice to people that aren't rich, if that makes sense, right? That's the only thing that the Poor Man Road to Glory will never be able to relate to or be able to give you guys advice on, is my rich viewers out there that have accounts like this and are like, okay, I want to know, is Laurent Blanc or is Maldini better? Now, the Poor Man Road to Glory will start to be able to give you guys that advice later on in the year when we've all increased our clubs and gotten better, right? It's just at this early stage in the game, that's the one thing the Poor Man Road to Glory won't be able to do, is give you, oh, hey, you should go buy Dino instead of Johan Cruyff in October. That's something we can talk about in February, March, or April on a Poor Man, not necessarily right now. So that's the two thoughts. Rich Man survives and we go all out on this account and just go crazy, crazy, crazy until maybe February or March, and then this series dies and we bring back a Poor Man. Or we go full-time Poor Man Road to Glory with, and this is another thing that I haven't mentioned, with another bit of a surprise. Does the Poor Man Road to Glory be the full-time thing? However, we still do content drops, player completions, past and present squad builders, all on this account. So bear with me, okay? Option one would be Poor Man Road to Glory dies, Rich Man account survives, and we do everything on this account, right? Or option two would be Poor Man Road to Glory goes full-time, we grind out the experience with a no FIFA point account, but every single day at 6 p.m. UK, we log on to this account, we experience together in a live reaction, whatever the live content is, and then we do a bit of content on this account around whatever content it is. So for example, let's say tomorrow we're grinding on the Poor Man Road to Glory, 6 p.m. comes around, we log on to this account, let's say EA drops a Scream Akanji. So on this account at 6 p.m., we react to the Scream Akanji. We look at his price value. I give you guys my thoughts on whether or not anybody should do it on the Poor Man account. Then we do the Scream Akanji, complete the Scream Akanji, do a squad builder around Akanji, and play a game with him. All within anywhere from 30 minutes to 40 minutes of reaction time, as well as, I guess, because we have unlimited FIFA points on this account, we go open whatever the packs are in the store as well. So it's essentially a full-time Poor Man Road to Glory with like a 6 p.m. 30-minute to 1 hour bubble of me reacting to the content on this account and doing a past and present squad builder around player content, or a themed squad builder around player content, or if the content is just SBCs and packs, we do a reaction around the SBCs and the profit potential from the packs. So that's the that's kind of the thought process of where I go. Now, again, for the Poor Man Road to Glory, that doesn't change anything. Like the content and all that stuff will react on the Poor Man Road to Glory as well. You know, once I'm done on this account with the content drop reaction, we go right back to the Poor Man Road to Glory and then react and build around the new content as well on the Road to Glory. Now, the one problem with that thought process is, that I just thought about, is that we will miss out on the first 20 or 30 minutes of profitability on the Poor Man account. Does that make sense? So because I'll be on this account reacting to SBCs and players and whatever, we'll miss about 30 minutes of potential of making money on the Poor Man account because we'll be on this account. So that's where I'm at. That's a full thought process on everything. I have no idea how long this video is. And as you can tell, hopefully, I don't know what this decision's going to be. I don't know whether I want to just stick to this Rich Man account because it's fun to play on and it's kind of a lackadaisical. We can do whatever we want. Or I don't know if I want to go Poor Man with a little bit of content reactions and squad builders being used on this account. Like full-time Poor Man and a little bit of like squad building and packs and a bit of fun on this account randomly every day. I don't know. So hopefully I will be able to make a decision and come to a decision by tomorrow, because tomorrow I'm technically back from my day off. Yes, whenever you're watching this is my day off. The Monday is the day I usually take off to just get away, get back to the family, spend time with Steph, go out on a date with Steph, whatever, you know, and recharge for, again, a full 6 days of 8 to 12 hours a day on stream and YouTube from Tuesday until Sunday. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for spending the time on this channel. Thank you, Twitch chat, for watching this recording live. We will have a discussion after this as well. I can't wait to see what your guys' thoughts are, but I repeat, I want you to know that at the end of the day, I'm not going to take any final decision that you guys are pushing. I'm going to make this call for me, and guess what? If I screw it up again, just like the plans are kind of changing now, a month and a half into FIFA 20, if I make a decision and in another month, it's back to the point of, you know what? And let's say I make the decision of going with the Rich Man. In another month, let's say mid-November, it's to the point where I'm like, oh, man, you know what? We have everything on this account. I don't care about past and present squad builders. There's nothing to grind. There's nothing to enjoy. I'm not having fun. In a month, if we've decided to go to the Rich Man, in a month, I'm not scared of making another decision and saying, okay, well, now we're going to bring back the Poor Man. Or we'll start the Poor Man fresh in mid-November at 0. Right? So on that note, I love you guys. I appreciate you. Sorry for this long-winded video, but I needed to get all of this off of my chest, so at least you guys know where I'm at. I'm very grateful for my job. I love what I do, but I want to make sure that I'm passionate about what I'm doing so that it kind of like shows for you guys on stream and on YouTube as well. Feel like the last couple of weeks I've just been going over the motions, like overstressing myself out with the 2 hours a day road to glory, and then overstressing myself chasing elite on the Rich Man and just doing too much. Now, financially, the fact that I'm moving away from what I've been doing for the last month and a half is dumb because it's been insane. My YouTube channel, Twitch streams, everything has been outrageous the last month and a half. But sometimes in life, you got to do that, man. I'd rather take a financial hit going forward, but keep the enjoyment levels of what I do every single day, if that makes sense. So God bless you all. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you beauties on the flip side. Peace.